Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I like that, y'all. I like that.
Hey there. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Hello, crypto friends. How we doing out there? It is April 16th, Friday at Crypto Happy Hour. How we doing? As we're still seeing some issues with Coinbase and folks trying to sell. So just if you could confirm that. There's been some rumors going around that folks are not able to sell, which is sometimes can be good, but sometimes it's not so good. So we're looking at BTC USD coming at you from Coinbase data feed. We have our support sitting down there at the 6019.32 or 6918. And resistance on the climb back through to 62,199.06. And we need to get above that 12 and 26 day cross. We did get the 26 cross over the 12. So if folks are able to sell here on Coinbase, we may need to dip down and retest that support that I previously indicated. We'll keep you a stop level there nearby as we have a look at Ethereum ETH USD. Ethereum, we have support there at the 2380.37 and then resistance just above, or I should say underneath that 12-day moving average at the 2441.10, and still looking up the all-time high, 2,547.43 for Ethereum. Have a look at BNB USD, Binance Coin. We have support at 504.601 and resistance at the 548.822. And everything looking in good shape for BNB USD. We'll have a look at ADA, Cardano. Support sitting at the 1.3876 and new resistance as if rejecting off that 12-day moving average at the 1.443 for ADA Cardano. Moving on to PolkaDot, DOT USD, riding that 100-day moving average, getting support. So look for support to hold down to 41.09. Gonna need to get through that 26-day moving average, and then also the 12-day just above there. As you can see, it's rejecting off of both. And resistance at the 42.306 for PolkaDot, DOT USD. We'll have a look at DogeCoin. Doge still having its day in the limelight. Have supported down to 0.2901 and resistance at the 0.3889. Trying to get back up to that all-time high at the 0.444. For Doge, still overbought, so we're going to need to come down and let that RSI cool off and gather up some steam to have another go at it for the Doge. Moving on to Litecoin, LTC USD up 7.62%. So making a climb up through is a laggard off the other ones. So support 277.96 and resistance right there at the $300 psychological for LTC USD. All-time high sitting up at the 319.94. I believe that's correct. I was thinking it got up to 400 at one time. Let me check here on the weekly. Yes, we did. So we did get up to the 420. So we're not up near the all-time high, but we are making a climb up there in a good effort. Let's have a look at Chainlink, LINK USD. We have our support level there at the just beneath that 12-day moving average, 40.58, and resistance up to 41.98, so roughly the $42. Psychological, RSI in good shape. I just need to get it back above that 12-day moving average. Close above there. Moving on to XLM USD Stellar. Stellar, we have support at the 0.5988, resistance up at the 0.6246, all-time high in our sights at the 0.691 for Stellar. Moving on into Vechain, VTHO making new all-time highs. Still going at it. All-time high up to 0.2462. Resistance right there on these. We can switch over to the 1 hour. You'll see that where I got that from. So roughly right there off that. Oh, we're above resistance there. Sorry, my bad. So blue sky breakout from nothing up top to slow us down. Just need those diamond hands. We have support down at the 0.1961. Vechain overbought on the 4 hour as well as the daily. So keep an eye on that for VTHO. We'll move on to VTHO, Vechain token. Support down at the 0.0224, resistance at the 0.0250, all-time high up at the 0.0277. Having a look at FIL. Double bottom right here off this 12-day moving average. We have it crossing the 100-day, and all three moving averages trending upward. So looking pretty strong here for FIL. So we'll check the support to hold at 175.59, and you'll need to get through. We'll switch to the 1 hour and break that candle up. There it is. Got to get back through 185.89. We'll move on to Storj, Storj. Very similar pattern here. Support off that 12-day moving average, 175.59 is your number. And resistance up at the 185.89. 12 crossing over that 100, so we're trending upwards. See if we can't get that 26-day to cross over as well. And I think I was I was on file the whole time. So now we're looking at Storj, Storj. No wonder it looks similar. We have support at the 2.256 and resistance up there at that 26-day moving average at the 2.3753. Stop loss just beneath this previous low. For the Storj, IOTA having a great day, up almost 16%, 15.90, made us an all-time high, new all-time high at the 2.7441. Do have resistance at the 2.530 and support down there at the 2.386. So we'll massage that stop loss just beneath that 12-day moving average, just in case. Keep things nice and tidy. Have a look at COMP comp. Got support off that 12-day moving average. Perfect bounce right off of there. So we have support 572.205 and resistance at the 612.722 for COMP. We'll have a look at basic attention coin. Kind of quiet here lately, but watch for those laggards to step in as we try to rotate around through these altcoins. So looking at the support to hold just above that 26-day moving average, 1.485, and resistance up at the 1.5222. And we do have the 12-day to get up above. Ethereum Classic having a really good day, up 31% roughly, so setting an all-time high at 46.279 and resistance 42.031 as the recent Berlin fork got it some attention. And look at your support to hold at 35.532. Move on to NEM USD is the ticker. And we have support sitting down. We'll move it to 1 hour. Zoom that one in for you. See clearly. There we go. Double bottom just above the 12-day at the 0.4411. Resistance up there at that previous high at the 0.4602. And we did get the 12 cross over the 26 and the 100-day moving averages. So in the right configuration for upside momentum. As we move along to Mana MAUSDC, we'll tighten that support up as we got above those moving averages. We're here on the 1 hour support 1.228121, and we'll need to get through. We're finding resistance, you can see right there at the 1.266402. Switch over to the 4 hour and move to ZIL, ZIL USD. Big massive candle on ZIL breaking out, setting an all-time high as we rotate in and out all these different altcoins having their time in the spotlight. So hopefully you're fighting the FOMO. You're scaling in if you're doing anything, very small increments. And so resistance up at the 0.220 and support down to 0.20845. Stop loss just beneath that 26-day moving average. Moving on to NU USD. We are just above the 26 now, so we're getting above there to support 0.5738, resistance at the 0.5899. Got to get above that 100-day moving average. Volume looks good to be good and strong, so we'll keep it out in NU. Moving on to NMR USD. Converging moving averages, the 12 getting over the 26 right as we speak here. And we got support sitting there on this 72.40, resistance at the 73.587. Got a slight little curl there, so keep an eye on this one, folks. It may have a go at it. Let's move on to Graph Token GRT USD. Support right there at that $2 psychological, hanging on to that very important number. And you got resistance up at the 12-day moving average above us, 2.062. For GRT, let's have a look at Uniswap, UNI, USD. Support right on that 12-day moving average, stuck in between the 12 and the 26. So look at support to hold 35.962. And resistance at the 37.1877, all-time high, right up there close to the $40 mark. Moving on to AAVE USD, 443.5387 is your support, 456.524 resistance. On the climb back through, trying to get above that 12-day moving average. We have the 26 underneath us to lift us up through. We'll just keep that stop loss just beneath that moving average right there. Moving on to MKR USD. Support getting a bounce off that 12-day at the 33.56.39. Took me a minute to calculate that, and then resistance is going to be at this previous high. Trying to grab that. 3576.90, all-time high up to 44,065.79. Hey, look at some of the NFTs. Some of them are doing pretty well here. Having a look at audio, AUDIO, USD, support 2.3830. Resistance down there at the 2.49, roughly the 250. All the moving averages up above. So we got some work to do for this particular name. So keep an eye out for audio. CHZ USD having a good day, up 37.25%. And we do have support at the 0.7148, resistance up there at the 0.8504. Not the all-time high, but getting up there close. We are overbought, so keep that in mind as we may need to come down and test some of these fib retracements for support. Having a look at THETA, THETA USD up 10%, roughly. 13.495 your support, and resistance is going to be right there on that previous high at the 14.37. All the moving averages in good shape, starting to fan out. We get that separation for upside potential. Just need some volume to step in for that RSI to cool down just a little bit. Have a look at ENJ, BUSD. Support at the 2.88471. And resistance going to be at the 3.109. We'll wrap up with Harmony 1, ONE USD. Pretty much unchanged since last night, basically. So still looking at support at the 0.1398 and resistance at the 1.1481. Switching into BTC.D, still trailing off gradually as folks are using their BTC to purchase the altcoins and make trades. As a lot of folks, especially here in the United States, are having trouble getting access to fiat money because the KYC is taking so long to get approved. And we're having a look at total crypto market cap, $2,186,000,000,000, slightly increase. We'll have a look back at Doge. Just one thing I will mention, as we have the Asian markets coming in that tend to be biased on the short side, so keep an eye out for that, as this thing may need to, they may challenge all these support levels. So watch the support, get those stop losses tucked in there. I'll show you where to put this one. And we'll just right click, go to template, set a stop right there. We'll put that just beneath that 12-day moving average. So we'd have to get through the support level here and the 12-day if you're in Doge. All right, folks, well, that does it for me for the evening. I appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to like, subscribe, do all those kind of things that make the YouTube algorithm. Share the content with other folks like yourself. And I will see you at I'll see you at 10 a.m. in the morning. It will be Saturday on the Crypto Morning Show. So going to get a little extra rest. And we'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate you stopping by.